Donald Trump's National Economic Council top advisor, Kevin Hassett, accidentally let slip during a recent interview with Margaret Brennan on CBS that they've been feeding Donald Trump fake numbers about the economy. Yeah, the reason, according to Hassett, that Donald Trump goes out there and he says everything's great, prices are down, everything's wonderful, why are y'all not understanding this? It's not because Trump's lying to you guys. It's because people like Kevin Hassett are lying to Donald Trump. Here's how that exchange took place. Margaret Brennan asked Kevin Hassett, quote, "People are holiday shopping. They're aware of prices. Consumer price index is up 3% this year. What data is he," referring to Trump, "looking at? What's your benchmark?" And Hassett let the secret out by saying, quote, "One of the things that if you saw his presentation in Pennsylvania is he put up a bunch of charts, which he loves to do, where he went through the individual items that we've already sort of made progress on. For example, under Joe Biden, prescription drugs were up 9%. So far this year, they're down 0.6%. Gasoline is way down. It was like the highest ever under Biden. He was talking about eggs." First of all, none of your numbers that you're saying are actually real are even real. The only reason prescription drug prices are down even slightly this year is not because Trump did something. That's actually going back to the Biden administration, where they worked out the deals and got drug prices lowered on certain drugs, 10 of them, for certain Americans. So even the one thing that you're not lying about is actually a thing that Biden did. Gas prices were not at an all-time high during President Biden. There were areas of the country during George W. Bush's administration where gasoline topped $6 a gallon. Not adjusted for inflation either. That'd be like $20 a gallon today. I don't know, that's a rough guess. But you get the point. Like, no, gas prices were not that horrific under Biden. And they're going back up now under Trump now. So, cool it with the gas is cheaper than ever talk, because no, it's not. But he's telling us they're only feeding him certain numbers. And the numbers aren't even real that they're feeding him. So when Trump goes out there and says, look, the economy's better because these 3 things some people buy are cheaper, Trump thinks in his demented brain that means obviously everything is cheaper. It makes a lot of sense. Now, granted, Trump lies all the time. So it is difficult to know whether or not he does know that all prices have gone up. Or the alternative reality bubble that he is living in is sustained by people like Kevin Hassett, who are feeding him fake selective numbers. They both make sense, right? Donald Trump's a horrible liar and a very stupid guy. And everybody around him is also apparently very stupid and refuses to tell him the truth because they don't want to make him angry. We don't want to hurt his old feelings, right? Here's the problem. You can't solve a problem if you don't know a problem exists, or if you refuse to believe a problem exists. So the affordability crisis that hundreds of millions of Americans are facing on a daily basis cannot get solved when the President of the United States either chooses to not believe it or genuinely doesn't think it's happening because people like Kevin Hassett are feeding him fake information. Of all the people in the world, the President of the United States is the one human being that should not be given fake information. Okay? Like, really, we need to laser focus on telling that person the truth so they can actually address problems. But this administration has decided to go the other route because Donald Trump has such a fragile ego that any bad news is going to send him into a downward spiral, and then we're all going to suffer even more as he goes into full-blown mental collapse. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.